So, good day everyone. We're Group 7, AlgeBros from Rizal Technological University, and today we're gonna discuss about linear first order of a differential equations. But before we proceed, let us first discuss the meaning of differential equation and first order. Differential equation, linear equation of first order. Differential equation. In mathematics, a differential equation is an equation that contains one or more function with its derivatives. The derivatives of the function define the rate of change of a function at a point. First order. The term first order means that the first derivative of y appears but no higher order derivatives do. The order of a differential equation depends on the derivative of the highest order in the equation. The degree of a differential equation, similarly, is determined by the highest exponent on any variables involved. For example, the differential equation shown is of second order, third degree, and the one above is of first order, first degree. A first order differential equation is defined by an equation dy over dx equals f of x and y of two variables x and y with its functions f of x and y defined on a region in the xy plane. It has only the first derivative dy over dx so that the equation is of the first order and no higher order derivatives exist. Linear equation of first order. A first-order differential equation is said to be linear if it can be expressed in the form y prime plus a of x y equals f of x, where a of x and f of x are continuous function of x, is called the linear non-homogeneous differential equation of first order. The methods for solving such equations is similar to the one used to solve non-exact equations. There, the non-exact equations was multiplied by an integrating factor which made it easy to solve. In order to solve a linear equation of first order, you consider two methods of solving them. The first one is the using an integrating factor, and the second one is method of variation of a constant. Using an integrating factor, if a linear differential equation is written in the standard form y prime plus a of x y equals f of x, the integrating factor is defined by the formula u of x equals exp integrating a of x d of x. Multiplying the left side of the equation by the integrating factor of u of x converts the left side into the derivative of the product y of x and u of x. The general solution of the differential equation is expressed as follows: y integrating u of x, f of x, d of x plus cu of x, where c is an arbitrary constant. To solve a first-order linear equation, first, write it, if necessary, in the standard form, then multiply both sides by the integrating factor. Methods of variation of a constant. This method is similar to the previous approach. First, it's necessary to find the general solution of the homogeneous equations y prime plus a of x y equals 0. The general solution of the homogeneous equation contains a constant of integration c. We replace the constant c with a certain function of c of x. By substituting this solution into the non-homogeneous differential equation, we can determine the function of c of x. The described algorithm is called the methods of variation of a constant. But of course, both methods lead to the same solution. It is up to you on how you will use both methods to solve a given problem. So, in order for you to fully understand our lesson, my group mates will give you examples regarding this topic.
Okay, in this video, I want to talk about solving first-order linear differential equation in the form of a first-order linear differential equation. Says you have a derivative and you can add to that the product of a function of x times y. Then on the right side, you also have another function of x. So, if you will look at our problem here, notice this is a linear differential equation. So here's our dy dx. This will be our term for p of x. It will be negative 2x, and equal x is our term for q of x on the right side. It says that to solve this, what you need is whatever the p of x is actually taken, take e, raise it to p of x, then you multiply both sides of this differential equation. By then you integrate the both sides. To find the integrating factor, we'll be taking e raise it to negative 2x power dx. If we integrate negative 2x, we will get x squared, a negative x squared, and we will multiply both sides of our equation. So on the left side, I'm going to get e raised to negative x squared times y prime minus 2xy, and this will equal to x times e raised to negative x squared. And now we have to multiply both sides or integrate both sides. Then we will get e here e to the raise of negative x squared times y prime plus 2x e to the raise of negative x squared y, and the right side will be x times e to the negative x squared.
Hello sir, my name is Kevin Briones. Itutuloy ko lang po yung sa problem number 1 kanina. Ang una pong gagawin is i-integrate po yung both sides. Tapos maglalagay ng dx di sa may gilid. Pag integrate po yung left side, makukuha po yung integrating factor na e to the negative x squared times y. U substitution po is U is equals to negative x squared. Yung du po is negative 2x dx. Pag nireplace po yung x dx, i-divide po yung both sides by negative 2. Makukuha po yung 1 half du equals x dx. Pag in-integrate ko po yun, papalitan ko po yung sa may gilid ng negative 1 half tsaka yung dx po magiging du. Dito naman po yung solution na to. Pag divide po yung both sides, makukuha po yung negative 1 half e to the negative x squared plus c divided by e to the negative x squared. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po.
If ever the equation can't be solved by variable, separable, or homogeneous DE, then that's the time we will use linear DE. Since we already know how to solve variable, separable, and homogeneous DE, now let's learn linear DE. Linear DE has the forms dy over dx plus p of x y equals q of x. That is linear in y. And another form is dx over dy plus p of y x equals q of y. And that is linear in x. If ever we have linear in yde, the solution would be ye raised to integration of p of x dx equals integration q of x e raised to integration of p of x dx plus c. If we have linear in x de, the solution would be x e raised to integration of p of y dy equals integration of q of y e raised to integration of p of y dy plus c. Note that e raised to integration of p of x dx and e raised to p of y dy are called integrating factors. To understand further, let's have an example. Solve quantity 3xy plus 3y minus 4 dx plus quantity x plus 1 quantity squared dy equals 0. Can it be solved with variable separable? No. So let's see if it's really a no. Looking at the equation, it can be solved by variable separable since we have 3xy here. We can separate that along with plus 3y minus 4 equation. Automatically, variable separable can be considered in solving this equation. Can it be solved with homogeneous DE? Let's see. Testing the equation. Accordingly, we will let all y be Vx and x be Vy. Now, if we substitute all of the values into delta x and delta y, we will have 3 delta x and delta y, or 3Vx Vy plus 3Vy minus 4dx plus Vx plus 12dy. To know that of it can be solved by homogeneous DE, all of the V should be eliminated out of the equation. If it can be achieved, then it can be solved by homogeneous DE. But looking at the equation, we cannot totally factor out V because in 3xy, we can have v squared, while the rest we will only have v. Thus, we can eliminate or factor out v in the equation 3xy plus 3y minus 4 dx. This can't be factored out, therefore, it is still a no. So, we can solve the equation by variable separable and homogeneous DE. Let's solve the equation using linear DE. To solve, let's transform this equation. We'll transpose quantity 3xy plus 3y minus 4 dx to another side so that it will become negative quantity 3xy plus 3y minus 4 quantity dx. Cross multiply will have dy over dx is equal to negative quantity 3xy plus 3y minus 4 quantity all over quantity x plus 1 squared. Simplifying further. So here's how to simplify. Subtract the exponents of similar terms. The equation now become like this. Now, in order to achieve the general equation of linear DE, we're gonna break down the equation negative 3xy minus 4. Let's break 3xy plus 3y all over x plus 1 quantity squared and negative 4 all over x plus 1 quantity squared. Simplifying the equation, 3y will be factored out, having the new equation 3y quantity x plus 1 all over quantity x plus 1 squared. Cancel the quantity x plus 1. Now, we have 3y over quantity x plus 1 plus 4 over quantity x plus 1 squared. Then we'll transpose the 3xy into the side of dy over dx. So we will have this equation.
So, we will rearrange the equation and it will become dy over dx plus 3 over the quantity of x plus 1 times y is equals to 4 over the quantity of x plus 1 squared. Now, looking back to the general equation, dy over dx plus p of x times y is equals to q of x. They are now the same. Therefore, it is linear DE in terms of y. Now, our p of x here is 3 over the quantity of x plus 1 and our q of x is 4 over the quantity of x plus 1 squared. And as previously mentioned, the solution for linear in y is ye. The integral of p of x dx is equals to the integral of q of x times e raised to the integral of p of x dx plus c. Now, to solve this, let's solve the integrating factor e raised to the integral of p of x dx. Solving the integral factor e raised to p of x dx, we will have our equation e raised to integral of 3 over the quantity of x plus 1 dx. Solving the integral factor of 3 over the quantity of x plus 1 we will have 3 ln of x plus 1. So our equation now would be e raised to 3 ln of the quantity of x plus 1. Accordingly, we can have the constant 3 as exponent of x plus 1. So it will be e raised to ln times the quantity of x plus 1 cube. E raised to ln, or an equation, is equal to an equation according to the properties of natural logarithms. So this our new equation. E raised to p of x dx is equals to the quantity of x plus 1 cube. Now, we have q of x is equals to 4 over the quantity of x plus 1 squared, and the value of integrating factor e raised to the integral of p of x dx is equals to x plus 1 cube. Then, going back to the general equation, we will substitute the given values and it will become y times the quantity of x plus 1 cube is equals to the integral of 4 over the quantity of x plus 1 squared times the quantity of x plus 1 cube dx plus c. Simplify the equation, factor out 4 from the integration, and it will become y times the quantity of x plus 1 cube is equals to 4, the integral of 1 over the quantity of x plus 1 squared times the quantity of x plus 1 cube dx plus c. Then, cancel the quantity of x plus 1 squared and the quantity of x plus 1 cube. So, we will have y times the quantity of x plus 1 cube equals 4, the integral of 1 over the quantity of x plus 1 dx plus c. For integral of 1 over x plus 1 is equals to 4 times the quantity of x plus 1 cube over 2 plus c. So we will have an equation of y times the quantity of x plus 1 cube is equals to 4 times the quantity of x plus 1 squared over 2 plus c. Cross multiply the quantity of x plus 1 cube and simplify the equation. Our final answer is y is equals to 2 over the quantity of x plus 1 plus c over the quantity of x plus 1 cube. And that is the final answer of the sample problem number 2.
So, ano nga ba yung experience ko sa online learning? Ang masasabi ko ngayong online learning ay may pros and cons siya, may advantage at disadvantage siya. Una sa lahat, yung online learning, kahit sinasabi nila, ano lang naman, nasa bahay ka lang naman, mas madali na lang mag-aral pag ganun. Which is not, kasi kung sa akin, kung may kakayahan ako, madali. Pero kung sa iba, mahirapan sila. At saka pag online learning naman, parang limited lang yung matututunan mo doon kasi di mo siya actual na nakikita eh. Di mo, kung kukumpara mo doon sa face to face talaga, mas maiintindihan mo ng mabuti kasi nakikita mo siya in actual. Hindi siya katulad ng sa online learning. Mahihirapan ka intindihin kasi syempre yung minsan yung mga hindi mo magigets kasi nahihirapan din naman yung mga prof na magturo ng online. Ano pa ba? Kasi isa pa yung yung syempre mga resources, mga tulad ng data, ng wifi. Merong may mga resources na ganoon pero yung iba hindi. Kaya para sa tingin ko parang di siya mas maganda pa din talaga yung face-to-face classes kaysa sa online learning.
So, what are my experiences in online learning? So, first po is struggles. Struggle kasi nung una, hindi po ako sanay sa ganitong mode of learning. Parang nangangapa kasi bago lang sa ganitong mode of learning na yun nga, online learning. Magdamag ka nakatutok sa computer, minsan mahilo-hilo ka pa. Tapos sunod po is stress. Pwedeng stress kasi minsan sa online learning hindi ko nagigets yung mga tinuturo sa amin. Mahirap intindihin sa ganitong sitwasyon yung mga topic, lalo na engineering yung course. Ayoko namang gumraduate ng online learning pa rin. Tapos minsan masaya kasi yun, ang advantage or ano lang, ang kinaganda lang ng online learning is magkakaroon ka ng mas mahabang time na makasama mo yung family mo, lalo na ngayong pandemic. Mas gusto mo na safe kayo. Isa pa na experience ko dito sa online learning ay yung how to communicate with others, lalo na yung sitwasyon nga po ngayon na kailangan online learning na. So kailangan mong makipag-communicate sa iba mong classmates, lalo na kapag may groupings. Kasi kung hindi ka makipag-communicate sa kanila, parang na-left behind ka, ganun. Lalo na kapag mahihain ka na wala kang lakas na loob makipag-usap sa iba kasi di mo sila ka-close, ganun. So parang yun, nalagpasan ko yung pagiging mahihain ko dahil dun. And that's all. Thank you.
Hi sir, my name is Kevin R. Briones. Sabihin ko lang po yung mga experience ko po sa my online learning. Nung una po, kala ko po madali kasi online nga po, walang masyadong ginagawa, hindi hassle sa pagpasok. Pero po simula nung tumatagal, medyo nahihirapan na po kasi hindi na rin po makasabay sa mga lesson. Ang hirap po maintindihan, lalo na po online learning lang po. Tsaka po nag-hassle po yung oras po kasi po ang dami pong ginagawa. Hindi po sanay kasi nga po dahil sa online classes po. Sobrang pagod sa mga subject. Dami pong ginagawa, natatabunan, pero natatapos naman po. Kung papipiliin po kung online class or yung face to face, mas pipiliin ko pa po face to face kasi po dun po mas naiintindihan nyo po yung mga topic na sinasabi ng mga teacher. Tsaka po wala pong problema sa pagbigay ng mga activities kasi nga po alam nyo po yung ginagawa nyo, naiintindihan nyo po yung mga topic. Tapos po medyo nagagawin din po sa oras dahil po online class din po. Ang dami pong sasabay-sabay ng mga activities na iisa lang po yung deadline. So bale, yun lang po yung sabihin ko po. Maraming salamat po.
Ako po si Lester Jan Gaza. Ang mga na-experience ko po sa online learning is madali na mahirap. Madali para sa akin kasi wala nang hassle sa pagpasok, tsaka hindi na po mahirap magpasa ng mga requirements sa school, mga dapat ipasa na assignments kasi i-upload na lang, okay na. Tapos mahirap po kasi mahirap para sa aming mga cellphone lang gamit o isang device lang po yung ginagamit kasi sa katulad po sa course ko, ECE, kailangan po ng laptop o kaya computer kasi may mga subject po talaga na ginagamitan po ng laptop. Wala po ako nun. So nahihirapan po ako gumawa ng mga task na kailangan ng laptop. And mahirap din po kasi minsan nagkakasabay-sabay po yung mga gawain ng prof, tapos yung deadline po ang bilis din. Pero ayun, nagagawa din naman po. Ayun, may mga times na gustong tumigil na lang kasi nahihirapan na sa online learning. And kahit anong tagal, hindi pa rin sanay. Pero ayun, andyan din naman yung mga kaibigan mo para tulungan ka sa mga gawain. And andyan din yung mga taong magbibigay sa'yo ng lakas para ipagpatuloy yung pag-aaral kahit sobrang hirap. Ayun lang po.
My name is Christian B. Ramos, and ang experience ko sa online class ay madali siya na mahirap. Madali kasi sa loob lang naman ng bahay, wala nang hassle sa paggising ng umaga, pagbiyahe, and lagi pang nagta-traffic. Lalo na ngayon, pandemic, nakakatakot lumabas. Yun lang. And ang mahirap na part ay sa loob ng bahay, dalawa rin kasi yung role namin. Kapag may pasok, bilang estudyante and bilang anak rin. Kasi nagkaasabay yung activities sa schoolworks and mga gawaing bahay dito sa bahay. Inuutos-utusan ako and ayos lang naman. Pero nagkaaroon ng conflict kasi minsan nagkaasabay. Yun lang. Pero para sa akin, mas okay pa rin talaga yung face-to-face classes. Kasi hindi ko naman sinasabi na hindi kami natututukan ng mga prof namin ngayon. Natututukan rin kami, pero iba talaga yung experience kapag face-to-face classes. Mas okay siya kaysa sa online classes. Yun lang po. Thank you.